Okay, so this is the medium level Sudoku. Now, what I like to do with this one, because the notation can get a bit strange because I don't have as many given digits to work with, is I put it into fpuzzles.com and use their solver. So what I'm doing is essentially checking to make sure that everything is consistent here, and it looks like it is, so I'm ready to go, I think. All right. Oh, solve. Okay. So I got four boxes with a lot of digits in it. Boxes 4, 8, 9, and any one of 5, 6, or 7. So I'm going to fill the boxes with a lot of digits first. These digits, because they cannot be any of the placed ones, must be the remainder. That is to say, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. Now, this is not 5 or 6. This is not 7. Two different ways. This is also not 7. Okay, these two cannot be 2. These can't be 7. This 3, 5, 6, 7. Well, annoyingly, this can, I think, be just about anything. Okay. Let's see, are there any digits I can... Oh, actually I can. That's a 9 and that's a 9. 9 in box 4 at the bottom. Box 5 in the middle. Box 6 must go at the top. It has to go here. There's no other place for it. But that may be the only digit I get in the middle 3 rows. It is. Okay, 5 is in one of these two places in box 3. 2 by here and here is in one of these places in box 1, but not there, so that's a 2. Which I also could have gotten from these two. I had 4 2s pointing into this box, actually. There's a 9 and there's a 9. So a 9 has to be on the left in box 7, one of these places. Let's see. I've got 3, 4, 5 things to place here. 2, 3, 5, 6, and 9 in some fashion. Okay. These not being 9 actually helps a bit, and they can't be 2 because they're given 2. Okay. 3, 5, 6. Now, this doesn't have a 3 in its box or row or column yet. This is not 2. That's not 9. That, unfortunately, could still be just about anything. Let's see, I've got 2, 3, 5, 6, 2, 3, 5, 6. That's 3 of those digits. These two cannot be 1, 4, 7, 9, but they can be 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, just based on that. Now, neither of these are 2. This one also can't be 8. Oh, and that's not 5. Okay, that's down to 3 or 6. That might help. We'll see. Down the road, let's see. These 6 cells in box number 6 cannot be 1, 3, or 9. What they can be, as of now, is any of the other digits 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, these are not 4 or 8 by box logic. This is not 6 by the row. That's not 6. That's not 6. These cannot be 7 or 2 by column logic. These are not 2 by row logic. Fortunately, that could be just about anything else. What else can I do? This row 3 here. 2, 5, 7, 8, 9 says 1, 3, 4, 6 left to place. This is not 1 or 3. Okay, that might be moderately helpful. This is not 1. That's not 1. But that one could be just about anything. Oh, these are not 8 because of the given 8. Let's see, if these are 3, 5, 6, let's see, this can't be 2, 7, 8, 9, or 5. It could be 1. Well, this is 1, 3, 4, or 6. Well, actually, I think I may have done something because I've ruled a 2 into one of 2 places here in box 9. So a 2 on the right, a 2 has to go on the left in box 9, and a 2 goes on the right in box 3. Therefore, a 2 must go in the middle in box 6, but it can't go here because of the given 2, so I know that's a 2, actually. Which tells me that's not 2. Unfortunately, it doesn't help me with many of the other digits. Well, it might, actually. I now have 6 digits placed. Oh, and that's a 4, which this cannot be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, or 9. Okay, so that's a 4, which has been shouting at me the whole time. That's actually a 6. So that's not 6. So this is 5, 7, and 9. These are 5, 7, and 9 in some fashion, but that's not 5. Let's see, this is not 1, 2, 5, 6, or 8. So this cell, 3, 4, 7, or 9. Let's see, this cell is not 1, 2, 6, or 8. So this is 3, 4, 5, 7, or 9. Well, I have not 8, 9. Let's see. If that's 7, that's 9, and that's a 5. If this is 5, I don't know what this is. I need some more clues to figure out these boxes. Okay. I got 4 cells left to place in column 6. 479 says it can be 1, 2, 3, not 4, 5, 6, not 7, but it could be 8. Okay. Now I start going by process elimination. This cell can't be 2, 6, or 8. This cell is not 1 or 3. This cell is not 2 or 5. This cell is not 2, but as of now could be just about anything else. Yep. Oh, actually, that's... Okay, none of these could be 6. Well, that's 6. Means that's not 6. That's not 6. These two are a 3-4 pair, which means this can't be 3 or 4, because the 3 and 4 are already used up in the row, or the 6 that I just placed, so that's a 1. Let's see, I got 5 cells left to place here. This cannot be 1, 2, 5, or 9. It could be 3, 4, whoops. 3, 4, 6, 7, or 8. Now, these cells cannot be 4, 7, or 8. Well, have I broken the puzzle? Because I've got a 3, 6 in the column and the box. Well, maybe not, so... Okay, none of these 3 cells here can be 3 or 6 because I have a pair in the box. So that 4, 7, 8's no, that's actually forced. Okay. Now that helps a lot, especially with placement of, say, that cell, which cannot be 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 by column and box and row. So this is 1, 3, 4, and I think that's it. I think it's 5 through 9 are taken. Okay, these are 3, 6, along with 2, 4, 8, 7, so there's only 3 digits left to place here. It cannot be 1, 2, 3, 4. That might be a problem. No, it actually can be 1, which is a good thing because 1, 6, 9 is what I'm missing here now. Right? Because 2's taken, 3's taken, 4's taken. Oh, I mistyped. That should be a 5, not 6. 1 is not taken. 2 is, 3 is, 4 is, 5 is not, 6 is, 7, 8. Oh, no, actually, this can't be 9. Okay, so this is down to 1 or 5. This is not 1. This, unfortunately, can be just about anything now. This cell is not 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, or 9. 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 9 says this is 3, 6, or 7. Right? It can't be 1 or 2. It could be 3. It can't be 4 because that's in the row. 5 is in the column. 6. It can be 6. This actually can't be 7 because of the 7 that's given to us in the box. Okay. So that's powerful because I've got a 3, 6 pair in this box. That means this is not 3 or 6. So I've got only a 2 there, but there's a 3, 6. Let's see, this cannot be 2 or 7, but it could be almost anything else. I'm going to fill everything in. Let's see, it cannot be 2 or 7 because it's in the box. It can't be 3 or 6 because there's a pair in the box. Now, what's left? This is not 8 by row, 9 by column, but it could be 1, 4, or 5. This cell is not 8 by row, 9 by column, or indeed 1 or 5. So that's a 4 that's given to us, which says that's not 4. Let's see. These cells here in this box are 2, 4, 8, 9, which have already been placed. Therefore, 1, 2's taken, 3, 4's taken, 5, 6, 7. Now, okay, these are not 1 or 3. But the rest of these, oh, this only has a 2 and 9 pointing into it. This has a 6 pointing into it. So thankfully, I know that's an odd digit. But beyond that, we don't know much else. Annoyingly, well, actually, yes, we do know something, don't we? A 3, 6 is definitely here, right? So, a 6 is definitely here, and a 6 is definitely here. So that's a 3, 6 pair. That's a 3, 6 pair. Therefore, 3, 6 must occupy the middle cells. So 2 of these must be 3 and 6. In fact, 3, 6 pair says this can't be 6, and we know it's not 5 because of the given 5, so that's a 7, which means that's not 7, and that's not 7, and that's not 7. And more crucially, that's not 7 either. Okay, this is now down to 4 or 8, but that 4 tells us that's an 8. So these are not 8. And in fact, 8's in one place only in box 7. It's here. Let's see. 1, 3, 4, 6. Okay, we know that's not 6. But this could still be a whole bunch of other stuff. 5, 7 with nothing else pointing into it. 7, 9, nothing else pointing into it. It's 5, 7, or 9 with nothing else pointing into it. Let's see. These two are the only ones I haven't marked yet in row 5. It cannot be 1, 3, 4, 7, 9. So 2, 4, no, 2, 5, 6, and 8, actually. Right? Now this can't be 5, 6, or 8, so that's a 2. So that says none of these are a 2. Rather, neither of these are 2. But annoyingly, I don't know which way around that goes just yet. Let's see. Have I successfully... No. 3's here. 3's in one of these spots. 6 is in one of these spots. So that is a 3 or a 6, but unfortunately I have nothing else looking into it. So that is a 3, 6, specifically, because it can't be... maybe it can. I definitively... Well, I think the way this works is that that has to go like that, but I'm not entirely sure. Now, these cells here cannot be 2, 6, or 9, but they can be a lot of other possibilities. 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. This is not 5 or 8. This is not 1, but as of now, it could be anything else. Let's see, this cell is not 1, 2, 6, 8, or 9. So this looks like 3, 4, 5, or 7. Let's see, that 8's been telling me for ages that's not 8. Surely I've been able to get rid of some other digits by now. Right? Oh, that place 2 has told me a long time ago that's a 3. So that's not 3. And that's not 3. And that's not 3. Okay. No, that's not 3 either. Does that help with any? Not. Oh, and that's not 3. Okay. Let's see. These two cells cannot be 2, 5, 7, or 8. They could be 1, 3, 4, 6, or 9. This one is not 1. This one is not 3, 6, or 9. Annoyingly, oh, 3, 6, or 9. Okay. That now is not 3. That helps because these are now a 1, 4 pair. So this can't be 1 or 4 or 3 because I just placed it. So that's actually a 7. That tells me that's not 7. That's actually a 5. So this is not 5. Okay, that 5 tells me that's a 4. This can't be 4 or 5. That's a 6. This is not 4 or 5. This is not 4, 5, or 6. These are 7, 8 pair, which says none of these other cells can be 7 or 8. Fortunately, that doesn't do much beyond getting rid of the 7s here. Oh, well, that 7 tells me that's an 8, which tells me that's a 7. So that's not 7. Can't be 5 or 6. I just placed it. 8. Oh, that 5 tells me that can't be 5, so that's a 1. That's not 1. Okay, these are a 5, 9 pair in that box. That means nothing else in this box can be a 5 or a 9. Which increasingly tells me this is not 5, so that's a 1. And that can't be a 1, so that's a 3. Which means that's not 3. And it can't be 1 because I just placed it, so that's a 5. Which tells me that's 6. Well, that 3 tells me that's 4. Which says that's not 4. Okay, 5 gets me out of that. Okay, my wife is saying that this cell has to be 1, but I'm not quite there yet. No, she's right. That's the only place I've marked a 1 in that box. Duh. So, yes, that's a 1. So, these two cells are not 1. Okay, that's not 6. Oh, that's not 6. That helps because these are down to a 5, 8 pair, which means these cells can't be 5 or 8. Originally, that says that can't be 5, but I also could have figured out from this row the only thing it's missing is a 3. Which says that's 4. And now that's a problem. How did that happen? See if that's 3. I could say that's 4. That's 3. And now I have a repeated 5. That doesn't work either. Okay. This is not 5 or 8. That is 3 or 4. So is that. So this can't be 3 or 4. If these are right, then that has to be 5. There's nothing else it can be. That's not 5, and that's not 5. Substituting a 1, 3 still works. Being 5, 6, 8 also still works. Being a 3, 4 still work. A 3, 4, this can't be 3 or 4. Down to 6 or 9, but that's going to be a while before I get anything in there. Let's see, that 5 will theoretically tell me that's not 5. Oh, and it can't be 6 either, so that's an 8, which says that's not 8. And I still have a problem in that box. Because I've got a pencil marked as 5, 6, or 8, but it can be none of those digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. No, this is 6. My wife is saying that has to be 5, so let's try that. These 3 Assuming the rest of the box is right, can't be any of the 5 digits already placed. They must be 1, 3, 4. Which we know that's not 4. 2 different ways. These can't be 1 because of the given 1, but we still run into a problem because I've got 3 cells marked as a 3, 4 pair, so I have to put 2 of 3 and 4 into 3 digits. So this is going to have either a repeated 3 or 4. I'm reasonably sure this 3 and 4 is right because there's a 3, 4 matching that. This can't be 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. This is 1 or 3. This is not marked right. Well, if that 3, 4, this may have to be 1, but I'm still going to run into a problem. This is 3 or 4, this is 3 or 4, this is 3 or 4. I can't have a 3, 4 pair in 3 different places in the same box because 2 of these cells are going to have a repeated 3 or 4. Well, if that's a 5, and if that's right, we know that's 6. Which says that's not 6. And that can't be 5 either because the place 5, and actually this has to, I think, be 1. Well, theoretically, that would say that has to be 3 and that has to be 4 because that's the only way that works. Okay, that now has to be 5 because it's the only thing left in that box. These two, indeed, actually, that has to be that can't be 4. That has to be 3 because it can't be 4. That has to be 3. That has to be 1. Okay, that. And I still have the repeated 3 or 4 problem. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. That digit cannot be filled. Let's see, these are indeed 3 or 6. This 5 tells me that's a 1. Got 2 things here that tell me that can't be a 1. Well, that's a 5, 9, which tracks with those being 3, 6, which tracks. Okay. 2, 5, 6, 9 here. Well, this isn't 5. And that's not 5. These are 2, 6, which means these can't be 6. The only place for 1 in this box. So that has to be 1. These can't be 6.
Yes, that has to be 1.
These are 3, 5. That's a 1. That's a 1. That forces a 1 here. Except this 1 means that can't be a 1, so that is a 1. Which theoretically tells me that's a 4. Let's see, that 4 says 7, 4. Okay, that's not 5. Or 1, actually. Just write that in as a 3. Let's see. This can't be 3 or 4, but it still could be 5 or 9. Actually, that 7 9 pair says that can't be a 9 because the 9's already used in this box in one of these places, so that's a 5. This definitely is not 9, and it can't be 4 because of the given, so that's a 3. That's a 4. That's 7 places that 9 and that 7.
Wait. Okay. So somehow we got threes and fives messed up. Because every four
Let's
makes
see.
sense.
3 tells me that's 6. Yeah, and we indeed have 3s and 5 messed up because now we have a repeated 3. And this can't be either 3 or 4. It can't be 1 or 3, so theoretically that's an 8. 6 tells me that's a 9, and that still seems to track. Assuming this is right, that has to be 3. Nothing else it can be. That's 6, and now we... So that has to be a 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. So these are 5, 6, 7, and that still tracks at least with that column. This can't be 6 or 7, so that must be 5. That means these are 6 or 7, but this can't be 7, so that's 6, which means that. And now we've repeated 5. No, that has to be 7. I can't type. No, these are 2. No. Okay, that can't be right. I can't have a 2 6 pair with a 6 already placed. Doesn't make any sense. These 3 are not the 6 digits already placed. 2, 3, 5. Okay, this can't be 2 or 5. That must be 3, which says this is not 3. Yeah, that can't be 3. These are 2, 5, which means these are not 2 or 5, or any of the other digits already placed. 4, 7, 8, 9, 2, 5 tells me these are 3 and 6.
But you already have a six in that box, so it has to be.
And,
Something is squared.
yeah, and I'm still running into a repeat problem. Okay, in the top row, if we're assuming the rest of this is right, which may or may not be, this cannot be 3 or no, 3 and 5. Yeah,
Is that a wrong spot?
Let's see. These are 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Okay, these two cannot be 3, 4, 5, or 8. This can't be 6 or 9 because I've got a pair looking into it. Logic applies there. These can't be 6 or 9. These can't be 5 or 4. That 3, 6 pair is right. That still means that's an 8. That's a 6, 9. This is the other digit. Yeah, that has to be 6. That's 9. That's fixed, so that has to be 6. That must be 9, so that must be 6. This is now not 4 or 9. Two ways, actually. This can't be 8. That can't be 8. That also can't be 4. Assuming that 3, 5 is right, that has to be 4. Let's see, that's a 3, 6. What is that? No, this can't be 5 because they get it 5, so that's 3, that's 6, that's 3, that's 5, that's 6. Tells me, well, yeah, my marking is off. 1, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. It says 2, 3, and 8. 2, 3, and 5 in these. This can't be 2 or 3, so that has to be 4. Yep. Well, it may still be 4, but 2, 3 says that's 5. But these are off. Let's see. That's been shouting it. That's a 5 for a while now. 5 there, 5 there. It says 5 in the bottom. Yep, 5 has to go down here. It does force that to be a 3. So that's a 4. That has to be a 3 to complete. Three, 5, so this can't be 3 or 5. That. These two were 2, 3, assuming the rest of this is right. Looking at that column now, that 3 tells me that's a 2. Tells me that's a 3, and that's a problem. Three, 4, 3, 5, 6, 9. Looking at just the row. Now this can't be anything but 3. Not 3. That's not 3. Not 9 or 6. 2 or 9. Let's see. 1, 2, 4, 8, 9. 6 or 7. 1, 2, 4, 8, 9 tells me that this 2, 5, 6, or 7. Now, I'm trying to figure out where my wife is saying that that has to be 7. It,
1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
no, that can't go through. That 7 can't go there because that's 7. So, assuming the rest of this is right, that has to be 7. Which tells me that's not 7. The problem is there's a 6 here and a 5 here. I'm still going to end up with a repeated 2, 5, or 6 down here. I don't have any.
There's maybe put 5 over here.
5, that's a 5. Oh, actually, that's a 5 and that's a 5. If those are right, 5 has to go there.
Yeah.
That's the only place for it. So if that's a 5, that's a 2, and that's an O.
6 over here. No, we can't.
Well, that doesn't work unless that's off.
Flip the 6 and the 7.
Or 9, that's not going to help me. Yeah, I think I still can't do that. Maybe not.
Three, I'm going to put in.
5 points out here, 3 points down here. See, this is 3, then 5, 6, 9 are there in some order. This is 5, then that's a 3. Now, if this is 3, 5, 6, 9 are here. That's a 6. Well, actually, That 6 tells me that's a 3. That's been shouting at me for ages. Okay. That works. That's a 2. 6, that's tells me that's a 6. 9, 5, 9. Okay, that 5 tells me 3, 5, and that still tracks. Okay, theoretically, I should have fixed all my errors now because there's only a few digits left to place.
Yeah.
And they should all be right ends. Looking at row 5, that's only missing a 3. Row 6, actually. Looking at row 4, that's only missing an 8, which also tracks with box 5. Looking at column 6, that's only missing, well, Shadraka. I don't have a 3 here. And guess what I have here? So that's off. Most of the rest of that row's off too. Yeah. Let's see what else I can fill in. This is not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're not. Okay, this is 6 or 7. That 7 tells me that's a 6. I still have a repeated 3, this time down here. Okay, assuming the rest of this column is right, that's a 7. These two are 3 and 6. That 6 tells me that's a 3. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2. Yeah, these are 3 and 6. But you're still going to have repeated 3s. That's missing a 3, and so's that.
And you move
The lesson here is that I should really let my wife write one of these things. Cause
6, move.
okay, that's a 6, and that's a 3, which fixes that. Now, down here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2. Okay, that 4 now. That 3 has to move because that's a 3.
Okay.
That's a 6, which clashes with that one. What's missing here is a 3, which clashes with that 3.
That has to be 6. That's not 6. Seven, 9, 3, 5, 2, 6.
Okay, my wife is saying look at row 3, and what's missing in row 3 is a 3. That 3 definitely can't be here because that 3 is a given one.
Okay. I don't know. Great. Can you take one?
Alright, we'll pause this.